Yo, what's good? It's Mastermind MMA, and you're listening to the Mastermind MMA podcast. This is episode number 8, and I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff. So I'm going to be taking over from after 217 onward. I did a call with Jamari. I didn't upload it yet. I should have uploaded it a while ago. I just didn't get a chance to. So that's going to be up there. And, you know, shout out Jamari, shout out Scrap Pack, shout out West Coast, all that. Yeah, man. So in that call, we covered that, and it was like more recent from like when it happened. It was probably like that week or a week after 217. We did that call. I didn't get it up, but yeah, that should be up by now, most definitely before this video. Go check that out. I'm probably going to talk about 217 in this video, maybe at the end or something like that. But I mean, damn, homie, the whole thing has changed at this point, man. Like from the time we talked, man, from the last time we talked, from the last video that's on my channel, there's been 3 champions in the middleweight division. That's fucking wild when you think about it. I don't think in such a short period of time, like what, in 30, I would say like what, within the span of like 30 to 45 days, there was 3 different champions in the same division. The belt changed hands that much. That shit's wild, man. Goes from Bisping to GSP to Whitaker, and you got Whitaker Rockhold, and you got a whole bunch of shit, man. I could start off on that, but I'm not going to. So what I'm gonna start off with, man, is the most recent shit. Actually, the most recent shit would be shit that's coming up. That's not even happening yet. Dude, fucking Cyborg Home, man. That shit's coming up. That shit is this weekend. I'm pumped for it. I'm probably going to be doing, I'm going to think about it. I don't know if I'm going to do my shit with that on that. And yeah, actually, no, you know what? I decided. I'm going to talk about that later in this video. But right now, what I'm going to talk about is, fuck, man, where do I want to start? What was the last Swanson Ortega? All right. I think that was the most recent. So we'll start from there and we'll work our way back. All right, man. Cub Swanson, Brian Ortega. I mean, I like both guys. I always rock with I rocked with Brian Ortega for a while, but I mean, he was he like I liked him as a fighter and everything like that, but there was nothing like I'm trying to think how to say that. I wasn't caping for the guy, if you get what I mean. Like, it's not someone I vouch for. Like, you guys listen to the channel. You know, if I'm talking about someone I really like a Dominic Cruz or something like that, or even a Cody or something like that. Yeah, I didn't have like that kind of affinity, for lack of a better term, towards Ortega, but I always rocked with him. I guess what I'm trying to say, and like, I don't know why I can't like find a way to say it, is like I rocked with him, I liked him and shit like that, but I wasn't like, oh, Ortega, that's my guy, Ortega next champ, I'm rocking with Ortega. He always had good fights, he always had fun fights. I figured out how I wanted to say it. I liked him and he was always on my radar, but he wasn't fucking like he wasn't like just like on that map spot, you know what I mean? He was someone I liked, but he wasn't, and he was someone I paid attention to, and he was someone I root for, but like I wasn't invested in him. There we fucking go. That's what I was trying to figure out how to say. I liked him and I always rocked with him. I just didn't have enough to be invested in him as a fighter and as a fan. That's exactly how I was trying to figure out how to say it. I didn't have the investment in him, but I liked him. I don't know if you guys know, early in his career, I think maybe after his first fight, I don't even know if I want to, I'm just going to say it now. It doesn't like alter how I think about him or anything like that. But after his first fight in the UFC, I believe, he got popped for steroids, like straight up steroids. And he admitted it. He was like, yeah, listen, none of my coaches knew about it. You know, they don't have anything to do with it. It was me. I fucked up, and I won't do it again. I don't know if that's what he said exactly, but that's kind of the gist of it. Don't quote me on it. But ever since then, man, I mean, he is undefeated, but ever since then, he's been kind of really still been fucking cracking, my man. Like, Ortega's been getting into some fights, you know what I mean? His Clay Guida fight, you know, he always kind of like pulls it out the last minute, you know. It's a good fun fight, and he always manages to get like just to finish it, and that was kind of his thing, you know what I mean? And I was thinking before this fight, if Ortega beats Cub Swanson, the featherweight division is kind of rejuvenated and re-regulated, and he obviously did beat him, but man, did I think he could beat Cub? Yeah. Was I like, I was rooting for him. I mean, I like Cub too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. I fucking rock with Cub Swanson. Cub's the man. But, you know, at the same time, when you're looking at it, I like Brian too. So it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter who wins to me. Like, I won't be affected either. You know, like, if I watch a Chris Weidman fight and Weidman loses, my night's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? So neither one of these guys are those type of fighters where, you know, it would fuck my night up if one of them lost. But like when Dom Cruz lost, I was type fucked up for a few days. But when Cub Swanson, man, I was hoping, you know, if Cub Swanson wins, that'd be cool. But if Brian Ortega wins, that'd be cooler because that's new blood. That's a rejuvenation in the division. And yeah, man, the featherweight division is back to being like this new shit. You know what I mean? After Conor started fucking up the division by leaving and then like doing all that, and then that kind of started a trend with people fucking divisions up. Now we're starting to see shit get regulated, and not in like a BS way with like interim champ being promoted, like how, like with Aldo, when Aldo beat Edgar after he lost to fucking Conor, and then when it was Holloway versus Pettis, and then they're like, all right, you know what, we're stripping Conor, Jose, you're the real champ, whoever in Holloway, if you win this, you're the interim champ. You know, so like that doesn't add any clarification or real clarity in the division. It's just like you're adding more fancier titles. But and then you had fucking Holloway do his damn motherfucking thing, unify that belt. And I'm gonna get to 218 too. Trust I'm gonna get to that. But you had him do his damn thing, just straight up plain out. Period. Holloway's doing the damn thing. And so, you know, with a champ like that, the lineage of the belt doesn't play as big of a factor of the division being fucked up. And what I mean by that, it's so perfect what's going on right now in the middleweight division. Because the linear belt, you know, the belt that went from Silva to Weidman to Rockhold to Bisping, is gone. Like that shit, that belt is done. Like that belt doesn't even exist anymore. But the division is still legitimate because of Whitaker. Whitaker is the motherfucking, I don't know what word I want to use. Kind of the equalizer, I guess. Whitaker is a guy that kind of, because he went through the run he went through. Think about the guys he fought, man. He went through mad people in the division, at the top of the division when you look at it, man. Like, off top, man. I mean, we all know Romero, Souza. He beat Brunson. He beat my dude Uriah. Who else, man? I can't think of anything off top, but he's went through a lot of the top of the division. And I don't think he's been at 185 that long either, you know? He lost that fight to Wonderboy and came up, and he proved himself in that division. He is fucking well proven in that division. And the same thing with Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson is well proven in that fucking division. You can't say shit about Tony, man. Tony Tony's on a crazy win streak, and he beat so many people in that division. That adds the equalizer. Although he's an interim champ, that guy's got that. He did the work in the division. You know that, you see, although GSP was the champ and is the 85 champ, I mean, not is, but you get what I'm saying. He didn't put in the work in the division. Although he got the linear belt, he didn't put in the work in the division. And yeah, same fucking thing with Conor. Conor has the 55 belt, but Tony put in the work in the division. You know, now that I'm talking and like I'm saying, it's getting kind of fucked up because it's starting to sound a little bit like boxing, man. You have people saying I'm trying to, the term is slipping my motherfucking mind at the moment, but you have people talking about, oh, I'm like the linear champ and all that in boxing, because you have people winning belts, vacating it, da 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 da. Like, lineage when it comes to boxing belts isn't that important. But the thing is, lineage in the UFC is very important. Like, what's it called? I'm pretty sure, man. Actually, no, that's not even true. I don't even know if there has been a division which lineage hasn't been fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, someone hasn't been suspended or stripped or whatever. Actually, yeah, there probably is. Probably fucking like lightweight, welterweight, or a division that like didn't have a champion vacate, you know, just from changing hand to hand to hand to hand to what we see today. I really don't know how I ended up here talking about all this shit. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, so that's with Holloway back as champion, as you know, the undisputed champion. It brings legitimacy back to that division. And now with the young blood, dude, just look at the young bloods up at fucking featherweight, man. You got Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega, Max Holloway, that new guy, Josh Emmett. Not new, but you know what I mean. Now he's like on the motherfucking map because he just knocked out number 3 in the world. So you have a lot of young blood boiling up in that division. And, you know, something... what was I gonna say? Anyway, man. But yeah, so that division's looking good, man. Ortega, he said he's willing to sit out and wait for Frankie to have his shot, which is totally respectable, man. Ortega, man, he won, and give me a second, guys. Yeah, so Ortega, he won, and he stayed true to himself. You know, he kind of went through, I mean, I can't even say that because I don't know the guy, but he seemed fairly genuine, and he kind of went down that Rose Namajunas path where you win and you kind of use your platform for good instead of cutting a promo. So he said he wants to do a lot of good shit, wants to do a lot of charity work and stuff like that. So that's good, man. That's a good look for the UFC, because you got a lot of young talent really reaching out to the community and doing good things. Like, I mean, look at Cody Garbrandt's story with Maddox. So, you know, and and with Cody, that was before he was even in the UFC. You know what I mean? So it's just good to see good shit like that. And Ortega, man, his jits is on some motherfucking shit, yo. Like, damn, bro. Like, honestly, man, it's really some shit when someone could just snap down your neck and it's just done. That shit is so nasty, bro. Like, it's not even cool how nasty he is at that shit, bro. His jits is on some shit, man. Like, and when I say that, I'm not like saying it's anything. Like, he didn't do any rolling Eminari roll to leg lock to taking the back to armbar, nothing like that. But I mean, he probably could, he has a high enough level. But what I'm saying is, dude, when you have something down so clean that you could just do it whenever the fuck you want, he had Cub, like, bruh, 10, not even, man, like 6 more seconds in that first round, Cub would have been out. But you see, he didn't fucking Ortega didn't sweat it because he knew he could do that whenever as soon as he gets in that position, submissions coming. That shit is just like, it's kind of wild when you have someone like that that's so clean with their shit. You know what I mean? It's like almost the equivalent of like a Rumble Johnson or Ngannou. Like how Ngannou just came out of nowhere and it's like a pop. Overeem is just dead. And you're just like, oh shit, that motherfucker has power. And that's like almost equated to that, you know what I mean? Because motherfucker wants to put you away, you can put you away. So I was impressed with his technique. When you even look at how he switched up, man, how he re-gripped, he jumped guard and still was staying in position, man. That's some high level shit, man. Like on the real, that's high level shit. So he showed his thing, man. Another thing is he doesn't even really get to display that because he just gets into wars most of the time. He doesn't even really use his jiu-jitsu, which is respectable when you're looking at like when you're looking at it in the way of, oh, you're trying to like, fully embrace mixed martial arts and, learn striking and do that. Because it's really dope when you have a guy like Ortega. Because to the flip side of things, you have a guy like Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is the guy that won the Conor McGregor, Uriah Faber season of The Ultimate Fighter. He beat Artem in the finale. And man, like he's one of those guys that are the jits guys. And when he pulls guard, he's like the guy that pulls guard by basically just falling to his ass. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you got to respect Ortega for like legit fucking pulling guard. You know what I mean? So Ortega, man, I see Ortega, bro. He could do the damn thing in the division. Does he beat Holloway? I don't know, man, because Holloway is such a motherfucking beast, and Holloway's jits is clean, but when you're dealing with a specialist like Ortega, because Ortega is a specialist, I mean, he's been, yeah, he really is a specialist because he's been doing this shit since he was a kid. So, he's just way more well-rounded than other specialists. You know what I'm saying? Like a Damian Maia. He's a jits specialist, but he doesn't really do much else. There was a period where Maia thought he was a striker, but he went back to his thing. Yeah, man, let me think. Oh, my goodness, bruh. Marlon Moraes' knockout of Aljo. Bruh. That shit was fucked up. Like, that shit was fucked, man. And he had when Aljo... When he clacked and you just heard that noise and you just see Aljo just stop, just freeze, bruh. He just turned into a fucking statue and then falls on his face and his arms are so stiff that he starts motherfucking dabbing. That shit was wild. Like when you have someone stretched like that, bro, stretched. Like, bro, he had him like Mr. Fantastic. That's how stretched he was. Like, it wasn't even cool. Like, literally, it's like, yo, is Aljo gonna be okay? Because he was out for a while, man. And those knockouts, bro, where people are out, that shit is not good at all. Like, when Mike Perry knocked out Jake Ellenberger and he was out for a while, that shit was not good. Like, it's just so bad for your brain when you're unconscious for that long. The same thing with like Hector Lombard when Hendo knocked him out with that elbow. He was out for a minute. Overeem out for a fucking minute. And when I say a minute, I mean, I'm not saying 60 seconds. I mean a long ass time. Like they were out, bro. And Aljo, man, he was man. Like he was taken out on a stretcher, and he was on the MMA Hour after that saying like there was a point where he was asking his brother what happened, and he would explain and be like, okay, what happened? For a long time, and he wasn't like with them. That shit is wild, man. That shit is scary. My prayers for Aljo and all that. But, you know, shit. Marlon hit that shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I hit that shit in UFC a bunch of times. In UFC 2, where I go to throw a fucking switch kick, and then just the person comes in and then the knee hits their jaw. I've seen that shit happen in the game a bunch of times. I never saw that shit happen in person. But man, the way Moraes throws that switch kick, you know, that knee is gonna catch you if you're there. But it was mad funny because in the beginning, like when he first knocked out Aljo, he's like, you know, I was going to throw that switch kick and I didn't mean to hit him, but I got him with that knee. And then, like, after that, he was kind of saying, like, oh, no, yeah, you know, I made sure to be able to angle my knee that way to make sure I could get them if they, you know, he was kind of switching up the story a bit to make it seem like it was more intentional. Dope knockout either way. Unintentional or it was unintentional. Let's not front. Dope knockout either way. Let's see. What else stood out on that card? Nothing that I could really think of, man, stood out that much on that card. Like Jason Knight's poor performance stood out, but Gabriel Benitez, he looked good in that. But who knows, man? Who knows what's going on with Knight with that? I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about that. All right, and then we backtrack a little more. We go to Bisping Gastelum. Full disclosure, my ass was sleeping for this fight. I woke up and then I just like went online and shit, and then I was on something, I forgot what, and I just see a clip of Gastelum knocking out Bisping. Like literally, I woke up, I was still in bed and grabbed my phone and was just like looking at shit, and then I see the clip of Gastelum knocking out Bisping. Yeah, you know, you motherfuckers know how happy that shit made me. When you listen to go back and listen to the call I did with Jamari on 217 that I put up. Yo, it was funny, man, because we were texting each other during the fight. And we were saying, bro, he was for Bisping. He was like, man, I want Bisping to win. I'm like, man, I want GSP to win. And I was like, yo, if Bisping wins, my night is fucked up. Because and it goes that flip side, because you have people where you dislike so much that if they win, your night is fucked up. Bisping is one of those for me. So I was like, man, fuck, man. If Bisping wins, bro, I'm going to be fucking tight. Like, my night's going to be fucked. And then GSP won. And yo, the text conversation we were having during that fight was fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, man, I was so happy, bro. Not even getting into that, but all right. So Bisping got fucking. Hold on, let me adjust my pop filter. All right, my bad. Yeah. So Bisping got knocked down in the GSP fight, like a pretty clean knockdown. Honestly, though, man, like not even being biased, that shit is fucked up. Just thinking of being in a position of Bisping being like that, you're fucking, I don't know if it's I don't know what eye it is, but you're blind in one eye, so you can't see shit coming, and motherfuckers are just knocking you down with that shit. But that's the game you play. That's the game you chose to sign up for. So, definitely is a handicap, and it definitely makes me respect his shit a little more, that as much as he can get caught, he hasn't, which is impressive. You know what I mean? And he's a tough dude, man. He ate Hendo's 4 H-bombs, I believe. Maybe 3. Flush. He ate that shit. Ate Anderson Silva's knee with no mouthpiece. And yeah, dude, he took some shit. But, I don't know what his mentality was going, like, just even thinking about this, man. Like, did he think, what I think, though? Well, I think he thought Calvin was going to be easy work. He thought he thought Gastelum was going to be a lot smaller. Gastelum wouldn't be able to take him down because Bisping would be bigger. And this is what I think Bisping thought. That Calvin wouldn't be able to take him down. And Bisping felt like he had more cardio than Calvin. Not only did he think he had more cardio than Calvin, I think Bisping thinks that he had cleaner hands than Calvin. That's what I think he thought, which he should, because he's a fighter. You know what I mean? But you got to be objective about this shit. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you might get in some shit. Calvin has probably the most crisp boxing at 170 or 185. I think he's got the cleanest boxing in those two divisions, hands down, bar none, man. Like, he's got, I might be on a reach. I might be reaching with this. I think I'm definitely reaching with this. But he's probably got some of the best pure MMA boxing in the game. His footwork is so fucking clean. And like, and what makes me say that is because the way he fights and when he looks at it, dude, his footwork is just so boxing based. It's not pure boxing footwork, but for MMA, it's an extremely boxing heavy adapted style. But dude, his hands are so clean. His head movement is so fucking clean, dude. Bruh, his head movement is clean as a motherfucker. Oh, son. You know what? I went to talk about Ortega and Swanson. I forgot to talk about motherfucking Dos Anjos Lawler. All right. I don't even know how. Anyway. Let me wrap this thoughts up, and then I'm gonna go to Dos Anjos Lawler. Fuck, man, how did I not start off with that? Shit, man. All right, but yeah. So I think Bisping thought that Gastelum wasn't gonna be that big of a thing, that he could just roll out and just fuck him up. Just roll off of the training camp he had off of GSP and fuck him up. He thought he could do that. Especially because he told, when Chris Weidman beat Gastelum, he was like, oh, you beat a middleweight. Good job. Da-da-da-da-da. So he really thought that Gastelum ain't shit. You know what I mean? That Gastelum is just like a small guy he could, have his way with, pause. But, dude, Gastelum has those hands. Gastelum ain't no bitch, man. Gastelum has, dude, so fucking crisp. And, like, crisp is such a perfect word for it because, dude, it's just so, like, technically sound, man. He's a very technically sound fighter and boxer. Like, I could see him hanging with pro boxers, honestly. But, yeah, dude, his footwork, too. His footwork is so fucking clean, dude. Yeah, shouts out to Kelvin Gastelum, man. He could honestly, like, bro, look at it. It's kind of fucking crazy because when you really look at it, if this fight happened like a month before, he would be middleweight champion. But then styles make fight, matchups can make champions. But if he could get through that fire, I mean, he was doing good with Weidman before. Weidman really had to do his wrestling thing on him. But yeah, Gastelum could really hang, honestly. Gastelum could fucking hang. I don't know how much he could hang when it comes to like a Luke Rockhold. Honestly, though, I think he could, bro, because Branch was clipping Rockhold up. I think Gastelum has a shot against Rockhold. I'm not even gonna front, but I don't think Gastelum gives himself a chance against them, because he said he would beat Weidman, or no, he said that before he even had to fight Weidman, he was like, oh yeah, if I have to fight Luke Rockhold or Chris Weidman, I'm probably gonna lose. Like, he said that shit, man. So I think he's holding himself back in that mental aspect. But I can respect, like, the realism. You know what I mean? Like, it's different than other shit. Dos Anjos Lawler. Let's get into it, man. I don't even know how the fuck I missed it. How did I not start this shit off by talking about Dos Anjos Lawler? Anyway, Dos Anjos looked fucking good, bro. Dos Anjos looked, man. Dos Anjos looked like the motherfucking man, bro. To do that to Robbie Lawler, bro. You see, this is honestly reminiscent of Dos Anjos' kind of lightweight run. When Dos Anjos, like, was champ at lightweight, they were like, oh, this guy, like, he made strides and he's looking good. And he was looking real good, bro. People are saying he swept the fight. I honestly didn't score it, so I don't know if he really did, but I have no problem with that. I could see him sweeping it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, his head movement, man, like, you see, that's actually what made me, like, triggered me to remember, like, oh, how the fuck did I not start by talking about this when I was talking about Gastelum's head movement? Because Gastelum has such fucking amazing head movement, and that's from Rafael Cordeiro. I was listening to something else, another podcast a long time ago, and Beneil Dariush was on there, and Beneil Dariush was saying how Rafael Cordeiro, he doesn't place the weight and importance in keeping your hands up and keeping your hands high. He says Cordeiro keeps the importance and motherfucking head movement. Like, Cordeiro puts head movement over hands up. It really should be both in conjunction. Excuse me. It really should be both in conjunction. But if you were to prioritize one or the other, you know, definitely hands up are extremely important. Like, hands down, man's down. Man's down. We know that shit. But head movement is incredibly important, bro. Because head movement, if your head is constantly off that center line, you're probably not going to get hit. Like, it's probably not going to be near you. So you don't, like, your hands up, not going to make that difference because you're not going to be there. But both is essential. Both is key. But Cordeiro puts the stress on head movement, which is very important. You know what I mean? Bro, just working on head movement, getting your head off the center line constantly, you're not going to get hit, man. Like, you're hardly going to get hit, bro. Another reason why Dom is so elusive is because with his footwork and the angles and the constant switching his stances and the way he throws his things, his head is always not, you never know where the fuck it's going to be because you don't know where he's going to be or what he's going to do. You know what I mean? And it's so chaotic and unorthodox. You can't even plan where to throw because you can't time someone and be like, all right, he's going to throw this kick, and then when he comes up, his head's going to be on the left side, so let me just throw, you know what I mean? You can't plan for something like that, especially when someone has great head movement, and great head movement doesn't have a pattern. There's no tells. It's very random with the directions it's going. Of course it's got to be according to what's going on and reactionary as well, but I'm just saying, like, when you're just out there, like, moving, you know what I mean? Like, if you're just bobbing left, right, left, right, left, right, they could time you. If your head movement is pendulum swinging, they could time you. That you could get timed off that shit. Look at the way Dos Anjos was moving his head. Dos Anjos' head movement was very like almost like randomly computerly generated. You didn't know where it was gonna be. You were just going with the flow, and that helped out a lot, man. Because that sustained that allowed him to be elusive and not sustain much damage. Dos Anjos was looking good, man. He's with Jason Perillo now, and Perillo's a pretty good coach. He's Bitch Bang's coach. He's Cyborg's coach. Coach BJ Penn. Now he's got Dos Anjos under his wing. Dos Anjos look great, man. I obviously he's get the next title shot, because that shit is a lot more impressive than Colby Covington and what's it called? Fucking Damian Maia. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, getting clipped up. Like, I mean, bro, it was like he was getting clipped up by a Jits guy. And that whole Colby Covington thing, man, I have nothing against the guy. Didn't really care much for him when Woodley was getting into his beef with Dana, and then this guy comes and starts jumping in, like sucking Dana off for no reason and shit. Like, my guy, you could keep yourself there, bro. Like, we're not trying to do that shit with you. Yeah, man. So that's why, like, I was like, damn, man, like that shit is annoying as fuck. Like, I don't know, that's just some bitch shit. Like, but that was like really when I first heard him. I didn't really give no fucks about a Colby Covington before. I still really give no fucks about a Colby Covington now. It's not out of dislike. It's not out of anything. It's just out of irrelevance. Honestly, like the most relevant thing you did was beat Damian Maia, which is no small feat. Don't get twisted. But the way you did it, you know what I mean, man? Like, Damian Maia wasn't even really trying to, like, jiu-jitsu you to death like the way he was doing to Woodley. He was standing there throwing. He was clipping Colby up. So, the fact that he was getting clipped up is, like, a telltale sign. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if Maia's clipping him up, I don't know how long he's gonna be able to sustain at the top of the division. So that's just really what I thought about him. And I think he's like reaching way too far, man. Like, when you start sounding like I don't know, bro, like it's just everything's cringy, corny, and it's just gotta, if you're doing it, man, you gotta do it like good. You know what I mean? You can't be cringy, you can't be corny. You just gotta find you and do you. And if it doesn't, or parts of you that could do that, you know, if it's not in your character or your parameters to be able to be a heel, don't be the heel. You know what I mean? Or if you're gonna be the heel, quote unquote, don't do it that way. Do it in your own way. You know what I mean? Because that shit is definitely getting played out. I mean, I kind of wish there really is like a real separation between how people handle the entertainment side of MMA and WWE. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to see this like cringy WWE shit. You know, I'm not trying to see that at all. Fuck that. Like that, like Colby, like cursing out Brazil and shit. But something like a Mike Perry, Darren Till call out, that shit's more organic. That shit kind of, you know, that shit gets you going. Speaking of which, man, Mike Perry, Santiago Ponzinibbio, bro. I mean, I never had anything against Mike Perry. I liked Mike Perry and shit, but I definitely thought that he was getting a large push. You know what I mean? Like, and I couldn't understand why. Maybe it's because of his fan base. Like, I liked him. He's a funny guy. He's an entertaining guy. He's an entertaining fighter. I like the dude. Don't get it wrong. But I feel like people were just putting him on this pedestal that he really wasn't deserving of. You know what I mean? Especially because my guy Joban really handled him. And after Mike Perry fought the last guy he fought, who was the 155er who came up, who got knocked out real quick, I was like, man, like, and everyone was like, oh, this guy is the truth. And I'm like, all right, like, he knocked that. It was a great, impressive knockout. But he knocked out a guy that was not even in his weight class, that took it on short notice. You know what I mean? That couldn't even weight in close to the division's weight limit. He was literally fighting a 55er who was preparing to fight at 55. You know what I mean? So that when he did that, I was like, good on him. But people were making it a bigger deal than it is. I even said on the channel, and I said he's a good fighter, but Joban put out the blueprint on how to beat him, and until he addresses that and rounds out his game, he's not going to be able to hang at the high level. Because think about it, man. They gave him Jake Ellenberger to just put him out to pasture. That they said, Mike Perry, execute Jake. And that shit sucks because my name is Jake. And I don't want to see another Jake do bad. But, you know what I mean? But he just fucked Ellenberger up. And then... And Ellenberger was like just in the top 15 at that time. So I think that like that's almost like a cherry pick to put someone in the top 15, which I got him really close to get. I think I put him right inside the top 15, like the fight after that, after he beat that 155er. So he was at the, like, you know, comparatively to people just getting signed, man, he was at the top of the division real quick. And not necessarily off of the strengths of his fights and his opponents. And when Joban, you see, Joban beat him, and then they gave him Gunnar Nelson, which is like, which set Joban back when Joban lost. Yeah, and then after that, you know, my man's went on a little bit of a skid, but Joban is like, if you gave Alan Joban Jake Ellenberger that night, Joban would have been in the top 15 as well. But now when you look at it, it's a difference of the operating space, because Joban could operate more at the higher level because he has more of a well-rounded game. Now, I'm not saying, oh, he would wash everyone in the fucking top of the division, but Joban could hang because of how well-rounded his game is. Mike Perry, you see, Mike Perry can knock out anyone in the division, but it's like, can he even hang at the top? You know what I mean? And I think the Ponzinibbio fight kind of Joban set that blueprint, and Ponzinibbio really exposed it. You know what I mean? After this Ponzinibbio fight, if Mike Perry gets any high-level opponent with making no developmental steps, it's going to be problematic, because there's going to be a very systematic way of being able to beat him. That'll be a problem if he doesn't round out his game. And honestly, man, it looks a little, it's kind of like the technical side of things get exposed at the top of the level. Because when you look at Santiago and you look at Mike Perry, man, and you look at their composure and their technique, just looking at their technique and their composure, nothing else. That you see a lot from there, man. Perry was walking around a lot with his hands down, making like almost kind of amateurish mistakes. You see, that's the thing, because he's when you have that power, man, and you really just put people to sleep like that, sometimes you don't even really give a fuck about that much of the other shit. He's like, man, fuck this, I'm just getting them out of there. It doesn't even matter. You don't even really need to, because you just get them the fuck out of there. So I think this is either going to do one of two things. This fight right here. This is the fork, and I'm making this declaration. This is either going to make Mike Perry the best version of himself and bring him up to a well-rounded championship caliber fighter, to where when we talk about him in the future, we're like, bro, this is like how, like Dos Anjos, how we're talking about Dos Anjos, like, oh, look at all this shit that what he's doing and all his development. He could be in that space. Or it could be kind of like when Perry starts falling off, because, you know, when you start coming undefeated, knocking guys dead. You got a lot of hype, and you run with that train. So, and when you start taking L's and you get some like holes poked in your game, like Eric Silva, how hyped he came in. Although USADA plays with Eric Silva, like he was on steroids, like straight up. But with Mike Perry, you could this is either going to turn him into a champion or it's going to be detrimental to his career. It's really a fork in the road moment for him. So I always wish the best. So hopefully he adds some new tools to his game, and he advances and develops, because he's at a point where if he doesn't evolve and develop, it's a very risky thing, because you may be able to get back to the spot where you're contending for high level fights, like to be able to get a Ponzinibbio, but when you get that Ponzinibbio, what are you going to do with it? And then if you kind of show a pattern where you could get to like the top 15 but you can't break in, then that's even a bigger problem, because where do you go from there? You know what I mean? But Perry's still a young guy. He's still got he's still early in the game. He's got a lot of tools he can work with. He's got that raw knockout power. I think honestly, with a good team and just refining what he has and adding a lot of the other aspects, he could be good. You know what I mean? Like in the top of the division. Otherwise, he's gonna have problems. You know what I mean? So shout out Mike Perry, man. He still did his thing. He still tried. It still went all the way. He got dropped. He's a tough motherfucker. He's got heart, and you can't build that. You can't train that. You can't condition that. So he's got a lot of good qualities. You know what I mean? So he's got a lot of potential. So I'll leave it at that. Glover Teixeira versus Misha Serkinov. Man, Glover was getting clipped the fuck up, and then he just said fuck this, took it to the ground and ended it. Simple as that. Josh Emmett and Ricardo Lamas, man. Josh Emmett, dude. Fuck, man. Dark horse. Excuse me. A dark horse really coming out of nowhere. I mean, he fought on the Cerrone Till card against Felipe Arantes. He lost a split decision to Desmond Green. He beat John Tuck. That was like his first fight in the UFC, I believe. But yeah, man, this guy came into the UFC like May 2016. So a year and a half later, is he in the top 3? I gotta check out the rankings, because if he's in the top 3, I mean, that's fucking impressive as shit, man. If you do that in that short of amount of time, it's fucking crazy. Give me a second. Checking the rankings. Yeah, so man, he did the damn thing. Vicious knockout. Yeah, so he's number 5. So to be top 5 in the division, and honestly, some all real shit, he should be. Actually, that makes sense, because look at it this way. Because Lamas at the time was number 3, but they put Ortega number 1. I mean, get the fuck out of here. They put Ortega number 3, which really makes sense. So when you look at the ranking, honestly, bro, they did a good job when it comes to it, because it really does make sense. Because you got Holloway, and then you got Aldo. Obviously, maybe Aldo should drop down to 2, and Frankie should be 1. You know what I mean? That would honestly make more sense if they put Frankie number 1, because Aldo didn't just lose his belt. That kind of number 1 ranked spot coming off a loss is reserved to the champion that just lost. So I think Frankie should have that number one spot. But besides that, man, they got Ortega number 3. Swanson went up a spot. How did Swanson go up over Emmett? Yeah, they need to switch that up. I think Emmett needs to be over Swanson. That'd be a good fight next, honestly. Cub Swanson, Josh Emmett. Let's see if Cub Swanson stays in the UFC. I know that was the last fight on his contract, which fucking sucks. But you know, you never know, because even when they say they like a lot of guys and they want to work things out, it usually doesn't, man. Like Gegard Mousasi. Dana was like, I like Gegard a lot. I want to keep Dana. We'll work something out with him. And boom. He's getting clipped up by Shlemenko or whatever his name is. Fucking... Yeah, man. So Josh Emmett did the damn thing. Let's see. Oh, bro, we gotta talk about 218, man. Damn, bro. Max blessed Holloway. Max blessed era, bro. We been in blessed era. We're in the blessed era. When it comes to featherweight, Max Holloway is that fucking guy. Max Holloway is that dude. Plain and simple, bro. I think, honestly, man, I think Holloway is like a year older than me, or like close to my age. No, I definitely know he's like close to my age. I don't know if he's like a year. Yeah, he's 26. So he's like 2 years older than me. So yeah, man, for him to be doing the damn thing at that age, like, that's fucking wild. And he fights like a veteran. He looked like the veteran in the Jose Aldo fight, which is the fucking crazy thing. You had someone who's been, before Conor, the only featherweight champion, who was undefeated for a decade, did the damn thing, man. He clipped Jose up and honestly kind of ended Jose in that division. Unless Holloway moves up or loses, I don't see Aldo getting any title shots ever again. Honestly, unless he's just that guy that fucks up the division because he just beats everyone else, which he might be. He might be that guy, man. He might be kind of be like that Benavidez guy, where he can't beat the top, but he could beat everyone else. So, you know, maybe Aldo should think about moving. Maybe if Frankie Edgar wins, I don't see like a trilogy between Aldo, a trilogy bout between Aldo and Edgar. I don't know. I don't even think Frankie would want that. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't see any way, unless Cub, unless Brian Ortega or someone else wins, man. I don't see Jose Aldo being able to get a title shot. Excuse me. Francis Ngannou beat Alistair Overeem on that card, man. Fucking A, bro. Francis. I mean, I know we were all talking about his power, and everyone was talking about how he's, you know, the next guy, and Dana's been on him for a while. Dana's been pushing Ngannou since... Fuck, man. I think, was it the Arlovsky fight where he was like, oh, I definitely see this guy as being the next champion? Or was it the Curtis Blades fight? Yeah, I think maybe the Andrei Arlovsky fight where he was saying, yeah, I see him being the next heavyweight champion. And now that's the next fight, bruh. They got Stipe fighting Francis for the title, and obviously the title, but for the record-breaking title defense of Stipe. Honestly, man, if Stipe comes out with the victory, he might have to be the consensus greatest heavyweight of all time. Because he already beat everyone else, and then he broke the record. He's coming up. That's just like some Hall of Fame shit. Because he really is a dark horse in that division. When not in that division, but like when it comes to the discussion of the greatest of their division, Stipe really is a dark horse. Because look at it. Were we thinking of Stipe in this conversation of being one of the greatest heavyweights at his Andre Arlovsky fight? Because his Arlovsky fight was the fight he had before getting the title shot. But he really, if you remember, it wasn't him really getting the title shot. It was Kane pulling out, and then Stipe being a late replacement for Kane, and then Fabricio pulling out. So, and then they just rescheduled it. Yeah, man. But at that time, I don't know if we were talking about Stipe being like the motherfucking GOAT of heavyweight. But if he beats Francis, I think it's almost undeniable. And personally, my personal favorite and greatest heavyweight to me is Fabricio Verdum. I think Verdum's the greatest heavyweight. But Stipe beat Verdum. You know what I mean? And when Verdum was doing the damn thing. Now, I mean, Fabricio is still doing the damn thing, man. He's still super high level, but that's what I'm waiting to see, bro, is the rematch. I'm trying to see that. I think Fabricio kind of fucked himself. I mean, I said this many times, but Fabricio fucked himself when he went after Reebok and he got fired from his Spanish analyst jobs and stuff. But they really, really have been making him pay for it because they really fucked him. You know, he didn't get his rematch, and you know, when he fought Travis Brown again, that was the same card. Stipe fought Overeem. So, you know, he was really doing things to line it up with getting another fight, and then he fought Overeem. Was that after that? Like, right after that? I can't remember. If he had... No, I'm pretty sure that was... Yeah, I think it was after. Like, I don't think he had any other fight between there. And then he fought Overeem. I believe he beat Overeem. And then... I mean, maybe it's a good thing because that could have been Verdum on that end of that punch. You know what I mean? So maybe it's a good thing they gave Overeem that nod and that. But dude, Dana's been saying that this is that guy, and he just comes in and takes out the most decorated heavyweight. Like it's nothing, bro. Like it's nothing, man. Like shit was crazy. And Alistar Overeem is the most decorated heavyweight. I don't think that's even debatable. I think the only piece of hardware he's really missing is a fucking UFC belt. But damn, Ngannou fucking hit him with that. Oh. Rocked his head back, snapped his shit the fuck back, and it was done. He was out for a while, man. That shit was crazy. Shit was crazy power. Crazy fucking power, man. Technique wise, he's looking smooth too, man. Like Francis is looking smooth. His striking is looking good. I'm excited to see Overeem. Miocic Ngannou. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I can't wait for that shit. That might be one of the best heavyweight scraps that we've had in a minute, man. Since like the Kane JDS days. Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje for title the most violent fighter in the UFC. Eddie Alvarez pulled that shit off, man. Eddie Alvarez showed his warrior spirit. Honestly, I saw and I was like, all right, there's a minute, like it was approaching a minute of the last round. I was like, oh shit, a minute left. I wonder who they're gonna give the nod to, and then bop, hit him with that knee. The last minute, yeah, bro, it was very last minute, right before it was about to hit the last minute mark, he knocked him out. Shit was wild, bro. It was a good fight. Gaethje, it was one of those things where we're wondering how long it would take him for him to run into this problem. Even he himself was wondering that. And in the UFC, it's not that long. But honestly, at the way he fights, man, it's just like playing roulette, bro. I mean, the bullets in the chamber. One is in the chamber. Something's gonna fire off eventually, and this was the click. It was the second shot. He could still clean up his shit, but he could still fight like this. But he might put himself in a box where, I mean, really think of those guys like the Diego Sanchez's and like the Diego Gilbert fight. You know, you have classics like those and all that, but at the end of the day, man, look at Diego Sanchez now. I mean, he put in that motherfucking work and had those wars and just unlimited entertainment. But now his chin, I mean, that Matt Brown knockout was vicious. And before that Ally Quinta knockout wasn't that kind either. So, I mean, it's just like, at that point, man, you're kind of just fucking your brain. And Gaethje, if he chooses to keep this fight style, he might be that guy. You know, he might end up going down that path. Especially, you know, he was undefeated. Now he got his chin checked. He was out of it, but he wasn't out cold. You know what I mean? He was completely out of it and dropped and shit. But like the instincts, he was still kind of going for Eddie's leg and stuff like that. He wasn't out cold like a Lamas. But his shit was like out of whack. He he couldn't stand up and all that. But, you know, that might take a toll on his chin. Granted, he didn't get knocked out clean, but that's a knockout. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I think he can make adjustments. He has a lot of good stuff in his game, and honestly, I think it's just the fact that he refuses to back up, which puts him in the situations. He could really keep his fight style essentially and just have moments where he backs up a little bit. But the fact is, he does not back up a little bit at all. So if he decides to back up a little bit at certain points and at certain times, man, that might be the adjustment that'll bring him to a championship. Because if he just made that adjustment in this fight, he arguably could have won it. I mean, you never know, because Eddie was doing good in that fight, but he could have at least seen the judges' scorecards. The fact that he refused to get out of the pocket put him out. So that's the price you pay when you live in the pocket. You live and you die in the pocket, you know. You could either get an incredible motherfucking knockout or you get knocked out. That's the risk you take in the pocket if you choose to stay in there. But if you're switching ranges and shit, the pocket's a cool place to be. Although it's always dangerous, if you're smart with it and you know how to create distance, you could use that shit to your motherfucking ultimate advantage. And if he just makes that one slight adjustment, just manage distance more and just work with your different ranges instead of staying in the pocket, he's got UFC gold around him, you know, because he's got the heart. He's got the no quit in him. He's tough as fucking shit, man. So yeah, man, that's what I gotta say about Gaethje. Tisha Torres, Watterson, that was fairly dull from what I remember. Yeah, man. That was a good card, man. 218. Let's see what else was I missing out on. We're doomed Tybura. Oh, Poirier Pettis. let's talk about Poirier Pettis a little bit. Yeah, man, that was a good, fun fight. Dustin Poirier did a good job. Weird ending, but that was a good fight. Poirier's kind of making a name for himself where he's really one of those guys where his name is associated with fun fights. You know what I mean? Like how Gaethje was coming off of that Michael Johnson fight. Ooh, I want to see Poirier versus Gaethje. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a fun fight. That's what I'm trying to see, Poirier Gaethje. But in reality, Poirier should be getting that. He should be getting that rematch with Alvarez, honestly. Because Alvarez did not deserve that Gaethje fight coming off of that Poirier fight because he was losing that. And he need Poirier in that face. So he knew it was illegal. He said, all right, I'm either going to get disqualified or I'm going to get knocked out. I'd rather get disqualified. Fuck it. He made that conscious decision. It was obvious, man. Because he was coming off that McGregor loss. And it was obvious, bro. So Poirier definitely got robbed. He definitely 100% deserves that rematch with Alvarez. And I think they can't really cue Eddie up for anything else until he does that. You know what I mean? And you can't really cue Poirier up for anything else until he runs that back. Because then that'll put Poirier in a good spot if he wins that fight. You know what I mean? If he loses the Alvarez rematch, then Alvarez is vindicated. And, he's like, oh, I would have won that fight. I would have come back even if I didn't throw that illegal knee. If Poirier wins, he's vindicated and he's in a high position where he's in contention, where he's like a fight away from the title. Or, I mean, maybe not so much with the way the division is now, but he's like one real impressive performance away from a title shot. So, he did good, man. Shout out Poirier. Yeah, man. What else we got? What else? Let me see what else I missed. Yeah, we're doomed Tybura, man. I don't know if I should talk too much about it because it wasn't really that crazy of a fight because it was Verdum fighting a lower ranked fighter in the top 10 or maybe top 15. I didn't check this guy's ranking, but let me check that real quick. Yeah, so Tybura was number 8. So you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like anything. If he won, it would have been a crazy upset. But it wasn't like anything that Fabricio should have lost. So Verdum did his damn thing. I think Verdum should just cool out. Maybe get another fight with like Mark Hunt or something like that. Or maybe JDS. Maybe run that JDS fight back and get your revenge. And then a title shot, I would hope so. I think he should get another. I think he already earned the title shot, but realistically, I think one more, and then, one more high level win, and he got it. You know what I mean? So besides that, man, I think we got Jeremy Stevens versus Du Ho Choi coming up, and some other shit, but since we covered all that, and I made up for all the motherfucking lost time, how you motherfuckers like that? Yeah, man. Since I covered that shit, what am I gonna talk about, man? I'll talk about a little bit about 217. I talked a little bit about Bisping GSP already. I'm gonna talk about TJ Cody. Dude, that fight was what I said it was going to be, man. If you watch my video beforehand, before that fight, I said, man, TJ has a very good chance of winning. And so does Cody, and then I broke that down, how that could have went. And it really went how I said it was going to go. Not outcome or anything like that, but the way I thought the fight would be. And it was what it was, I thought it would be. Cody, I always knew Cody was chinny, man. Dom knew Cody was chinny. It's not a secret that Cody is chinny if you've been following Cody. Cody had to, I think I even said it in that video before the fight that Cody had to take time off from brain trauma, from boxing and all that. So, you know, his chin has always kind of been in question, especially because he got knocked out by Gerald Hodge. But yeah, man, Cody, like I said, man, Dom knew Cody was chinny. So him trying to knock out Cody put him in a lot more stupid positions than he usually would be. But dude, Cody still fucking hits like a truck. Don't get it twisted. Cody's still a high level fighter, and Cody had TJ out of there in that first round. Give it 2 more seconds, literally 2 to 3 more seconds, it would have been a wrap. It would have been fight over, but it didn't, and it wasn't. And for TJ to come off of that and right in the next round finish Cody, hats motherfucking off, man. You know, TJ is the man. I always like TJ, but I think in the way, him losing the belt was the best thing to happen to him, legacy wise, because you know how I was talking about linear belts and earned belts through the division. The linear belt was always Dom. You know, he was the first UFC bantamweight champ. So Dom was the division, and Dom was that belt. Even when Renan Barão was champ, he was interim champ, and he only got promoted because Dom couldn't come back. So, you know, that linear belt always stayed with Dom. In reality, Dom always had that linear 135-pound belt. What TJ had was in true terms, it was the interim belt, you know? So, what he did with when he fought Dom the first time, you could kind of consider that a unification bout. You could kind of consider that, you know, he had the interim strap, and now it's time for him to unify with the champ. So Dom won that fight, close fight, but Dom won that fight, and then Dom went on, beat Uriah, and then now the linear belt is back. So and then Dom beat Uriah, and then Dom beat and then Dom lost to Cody, and then Cody had the linear belt. Cody had the linear championship, and now TJ came and he won that belt back. Now he has the true linear belt. You know, before he didn't. Before he had Barrow's belt. Now he has Cruz's belt. You know, when I was talking about how important, like, you know, the lineage is, he's got like the undisputed true UFC champion. Now no one can say anything about TJ Dillashaw. Nobody can say shit about TJ Dillashaw in his championship because he beat a promoted interim champ. But Barão was that guy back in the day, especially if you remember. But yeah, man, that for his legacy, because now you can't say shit because he barely lost to Cruz. Like, it's a very close fight. I think Cruz like definitely won that fight. But you know, some people say TJ won. It was a close fight. And the fact that TJ came back, stayed winning, beat other guys at the top of the division, cleaned out really the top of the division when you look at it, besides what's his face? Jimmy Rivera. TJ rematched to Sun Tzu. He beat a Sun Tzu. TJ fought Lineker. He beat Lineker. So TJ really cleared out like most of the division already. And you know, with him beating Cody, man, shit was crazy. It was a great fight. If they fight 10 times, as people say, you know, you never know who will win. It's not a sure thing either way. But as you saw, man, Cody knocked him down. And then TJ came right back, and then he knocked him down. So, you know, I think, you see, both of them are justified in the shit they were saying before the fight. Because Cody was like, oh, I practiced with TJ. I handled him. I knocked him down. I got it. Which he did, and he knew that, and he had that confidence. But TJ knew, all right, I had my moments with Cody. I was in there. I felt him. I know I could take him. He had that confidence. So them both going in with that is like, you know, that shit was lit. You know what I mean? That was a good fight. So I definitely want to see them a rematch down the line. Honestly, man, like at this point, I think the obvious thing is TJ fighting Mighty Mouse. And then when it comes to 135, it depends. I know Lineker's out now. Because Cruz was supposed to fight Rivera. Cruz broke his arm. They brought in Lineker, and now Lineker's out to fight. So I don't know if they're gonna book. If they're gonna book Rivera with another fight, or are they gonna just reschedule him with someone at another card? But yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to TJ Dillashaw doing the damn thing. But oh yeah, and he said he wanted to get fucking the belt wrapped in snake skin. How fucking dope would that be? He's really embracing this snake thing, man. Even his shirt was like kill a snake and shit like that. So like, you know, now he's like, what are you gonna like when you call him a snake? It doesn't bother him. And now he's the champ. So why would he give a fuck? And he beat Alpha Male. That really puts that shit like that really must make him feel good. But we're gonna see that shit play out again. It's the beginning of a rivalry. We're definitely gonna see. We might even see TJ and Cody rematch before we get to see TJ Cruz rematch. Now, my question to you guys is: do you think Dom should have to fight and beat Cody to get to a rematch, or since he already beat TJ, he should get that rematch? But now he was scheduled with Jimmy. You know, sometimes since they made that matchup, they really want to stick with it and then really have it come to fruition. And then sometimes they really just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know if they're ever going to make Verdum versus Lewis again, even though it's supposed to be a super fun fight. But since that matchup didn't happen, I don't know if they're going to do it. You know, we have so many press conferences that we saw that should have happened and never happened, like Conor versus Dos Anjos. You know, so I mean, despite the situation of that, that's not really a good example, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, man. So shout out Cody, shout out TJ. Did the damn thing. Fuck, man. I think I got it all, but I did say I was gonna talk about 219. So if you made it to this part, man, shouts out to you guys because you're the true fans. I appreciate you guys because I've been going on for a while now. So yeah, I mean, you guys could like part this out and watch it too. You don't have to watch it at once. But anyway, I'm rambling. Chris Cyborg versus Holly Holm. Now, I'm not gonna make my picks. Am I? No, I'm not. Am I? Yes. Fuck it. I'm going to make my picks. All right. So you have Chris Cyborg and Holly Holm. You see, I can see Holly getting the upset. I don't know what the odds are. I could definitely see Holly getting the upset. I have a feeling Holly's going to win. I kind of had the same feeling with Rose, and I'm not just saying that. I said it before. I had a feeling that Rose was gonna get that upset. I get that feeling sometimes, and sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting that feeling that Holly Holm's gonna get the upset. I think, but technically speaking, everything on paper, I want to say Chris Cyborg is going to get the dub. But I'm gonna pick Holly, man. I'm gonna pick Holly for the upset. I'm gonna kind of go with that feeling. It's either, bro, Holly's gonna if Holly beats Cyborg, she's the GOAT of females. Period. But Chris, man, Chris might knock Holly out, and that'll be bad. I don't know if you guys ever saw Holly's knockout when she got knocked out in boxing, but she got brutally knocked out in boxing, man, and that shit was not easy to watch. Although she did come back to avenge that loss, she did get knocked out in boxing, man. So it's a little. It could go either way, man. Everything says that Chris is gonna win, but I feel like Holly's gonna get the upset. Khabib Edson, man. I think Khabib's gonna win, but I want Edson to win, and I'm picking Edson to win. Although I know Khabib's probably gonna win, I'm picking Edson to win because Edson's striking is just so crisp, man, and I like Edson as a fighter, so I hope he wins, and I want him to win. I like Khabib too. I have nothing against Khabib, but it's like I could easily see Khabib being Khabib and winning this fight in a Khabib manner. You know, I could see him double legging him, mounting him, elbows, either taking the back and submitting him, or, you know, just like TKOing him. I could definitely see that. But Edson can catch Khabib on the feet, and he can knock him out. So I'm hoping, you know, Edson gets the W. I hope he doesn't get fucked up by Khabib on the ground. But that's what's most likely gonna happen. But I'm going with the hopeful upsets in this card. Edson Barboza. I don't even know he's an underdog. He must be an underdog. But Jimmy Rivera versus TBD. So I don't know if they've so yeah, they don't even know if they're keeping him on the card yet or not. Cynthia Calvillo versus Carla Esparza. I got Calvillo in there. Esparza is good, but although Calvillo is new, I feel like she's more technically sound, and you know, her ground game and her dexterity and flexibility really come in handy. So I think that Calvillo is gonna pull it off. Carlos Condit versus Neil Magny, my man, the natural born killer, back at it, making his return after. Excuse me. It's like after making his. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah. He's making his return after losing to Damian Maia. We didn't really know what was going on with the homie, but he said he's coming back. He booked his fight with Neil Magny, and I see Condit easily winning this fight. Taking nothing away from Neil Magny. Magny's a great fighter. He's a high level fighter, but Condit is just like on another plateau when it comes to it. So I'm giving Carlos Condit. That's what I'm picking. Yeah, man. The prelims. I'm not gonna go through any of the prelims. At least not now. Actually, no, I'm not ever. I'm not going through the prelims. You got Tim Elliott on there. Anyway, fuck, man. Yeah, bro. So 219 is a good card. I wish it was a little more stacked. I feel actually no, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good because you got the Carlos Condit, Neil Magny fight on there and stuff like that. I just wish that there was just one more fight on there. Actually, they did have it. That Dominic Cruz, Jimmy Rivera fight. That would have made the shit fucking stacked out of beyond belief, bro. But since that fight's off, it's still a pretty stacked and good card, but it's not one of those fucking banger cards like 217 was. It may end up because when you look at 217, the billing isn't like how good it was. 217 was one of those 199 cards. You know what I mean? Like 199 was an amazing card, period. 217 is probably one of the greatest cards of UFC history from like start to finish. So yeah, let's hope for another good fight, man. Shit has been coming through. This year's been crazy, bruh. I want to do fucking a year end wrap up award show where I make my picks for the best, just have like my own categories and just go through that and do all that shit. Have my own award show and shit. Maybe have you guys vote below. Yeah, man. Actually, I'm gonna do that. You guys, if you guys made it this far, vote below what you think for the year of anything. Best fight of the year, best knockout of the year, best submission of the year, and all that shit. I don't know if I'll be able to do it before the new year or right after the new year. I might bang this shit out soon, but yeah, man. So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover, man. Made up for lost time. Covered everything that happened when I was gone. And yeah, bro. I think that's it, man. I think we went through all this shit. Good looking out, guys. I appreciate you guys. Everyone who supports me as always. You know what I mean? You guys are the shit. Yeah, man. I'm pumped for more fights. Pumped for the new year. Just pumped on everything, man. You guys are the shit. I always say I always appreciate you guys, and you already know it's Mastermind MMA.